I think live and let live means let yourself live and then let other people do the same.
You live the way you want to live and let other people live the way they want to live. You do what you want to do and let them do what they want to do. I think it's important that you don't get to decide what other people do. I think that everyone should just be able to do what they want to do.
I think we should have freedom with responsibility. You get freedom, but with that freedom comes responsibility because you have to use the freedom wisely.
I think everyone should be treated the same way. It doesn't matter what you look like or what you believe. I think everyone should just be treated the same.
Hi, I'm Julie Peoples. I'm the pastor at Congregational United Church of Christ here in Greensboro.
Hi, Julie. What exactly is Amendment 1? I know that some people think it's for gays to get married and others think it's not. So what is Amendment 1 on the ballot?
The actual ballot for Amendment 1 will say that the only legal domestic union in the state of North Carolina that will be recognized will be marriage between one man and one woman. So what this means is far more than about marriage. It will mean that any domestic partnership will not be recognized unless it's marriage between one man and one woman. It will affect around 250,000 couples, most of whom would be heterosexual couples, and then a percentage of those would be LGBT couples. It would take away rights that already exist involving legal decisions, healthcare decisions, custody decisions. It would harm a lot of people in our state, and it would in effect write discrimination into our Constitution. And so that's why we're asking people to vote against Amendment 1 and why we believe that is so critical.
Julie, what would you say to the churches that are supporting this amendment? What words of God would you give to them?
I would say that it is quite possible to be against same-sex marriage and still be against this amendment. Above all else, Jesus asks us to love God and love our neighbor, and this amendment will hurt our neighbor, and so it goes directly against what Jesus says. This amendment has the potential to hurt children. Again, we can disagree on the issues of same-sex marriage, but I believe fully in freedom of religion. That's part of what our Constitution gives to us. And so I believe our churches can be at different places on this, and that we should preserve rights in our Constitution and not take them away. And so our Constitution should be about helping people have access to the rights that all of us enjoy. Jesus wants us to love our neighbor and do them no harm. Jesus then, in the same passage in Luke, goes on to talk about the story of the Good Samaritan and caring for those that we might not otherwise want to care for. Jesus reserved his greatest anger for those who refuse to do justice. And so I think we also need to look at that. So I would invite those who are wrestling with this issue to really take Jesus' words seriously and to know again that this is about far more than the issue of marriage.
Julie, what do you find hopeful in this whole experience?
I feel very hopeful and encouraged by the fact that such a wide range of congregations have come together to help defeat this amendment. There are people from a wide range of theologies and political backgrounds, people that I would never have expected to come and work against this because they see this as an issue of discrimination. They see this as a call to work for God's justice for all. I am extremely hopeful and heartened by that, and I think this is forging some partnerships, building some bridges that will last beyond this amendment battle. This has been an interracial effort. It's been an interfaith effort. People have come together from congregations that I wouldn't have expected, and we're learning together, we're working together. People are using the gifts that God has given them for the good of all in this state. So I find that extremely hopeful.
Julie, what can we do to help before May the 8th? I know there are signs in yards, and I'm just curious, what can we do right now?
One of the main things we can do is continue to have conversations, talk with friends, talk with neighbors, talk with coworkers, family members. There are many people who still don't know about this amendment, are still very confused by it, so have conversations. The Coalition Protecting North Carolina Families, they have a great website. They also have an office downtown on Sycamore Street. They need volunteers helping to get out the vote, get people to the polls, or just be at the polling site. The Democratic Party has need for volunteers as well. You can see our local Facebook page, Greensboro Against Amendment 1, has great resources, so if you'd like to learn more, that's a good place to start as well. We have a great event coming up April 16th with Dr. William Barber from NAACP is coming at College Park Baptist. So there are a number of ways to get involved, and lots of need for it. So if you'd like to, just get in touch with us, and we will be glad to put you to work.
Thank you, Julie.
Thank you.
Everybody has a different life, everybody has a different body, but we're all the same, we're all one. We're all humans, so we're all the same, one united.